Hey, welcome to Unit 5. We're moving on to geometry. Today we're going to be talking about lines, angles, markings, and vocabulary, and we're also going to be solving some problems, solving for some missing variables that are given in angles. So the questions for today: what in the world do the markings mean on geometric drawings? What does complementary mean? What about supplementary, vertical angles, adjacent? So we're going to be doing a lot of vocabulary today and some examples as well. This slide right here gives you the vocabulary things that I think you need to know, the vocabulary words that you need to know. This right here are the skills at the end of the lesson that you all should be able to do. So you should be able to mark pictures, you should be able to state information from marked pictures, name angles, name line segments and rays, find missing angle measures, and set up equations to solve for variables. The vocabulary markings: what's a marking? What's congruence? Complementary, supplementary, linear pair, vertical angles, adjacent, parallel, and perpendicular. So a lot of this you probably already learned, so just sit back and enjoy the ride. This is note card 122, and it's about complementary. And so you need to recall or remember or learn, if you don't think you've learned this before, that two angles that add to 90 degrees are what we call complementary. They make a right angle. So we have a 40 degree and a 50 degree right here. Those make a right angle, and you'll see the little box. That's the marking for right angles, okay? And here, if you were to add 27 and 63, you would get 90 degrees. So these two angles, even though they're not sitting right next to each other, which is adjacent, that's another vocabulary word we're going to see, they still are complementary because they add to 90. So pause me and finish up note card 122. All right, this down here, if you want to see some more stuff about complementary on the slides, you can click there and go to that website. The next note card is note card 123. It's supplementary. So these are two angles that add to 180 degrees. They make a straight line. So right here, this 40 degree angle and this 140 degree angle add to 180 degrees. That's a straight line, okay? Down here, also, the 60 and the 120 are supplementary, okay? So it doesn't necessarily have to be that they're adjacent, but if they make a straight line, we know that they're supplementary. Again, here's a website you can go to have some practice and to look at some different pictures and images. So pause me and finish up note card 123. Now we're on to note card 124, adjacent. Angles are adjacent when they share a common side and vertex. Adjacent, they're next to each other. Like my bedroom is right next to the bathroom, okay? So the wall in between, that's what we share. That's the wall we share, but my room and the bathroom are adjacent, okay? That's one way you can think about it. In this image right here, angle A and angle B are adjacent. They share a common side right here and this vertex here. Over here on the right, angle ABC, or what did I put? ABD? Oh my, let me fix that. Angle ABC and angle DBC are adjacent, okay? They share a common side in there and a vertex. They don't have to add to 90. They don't have to add anything in particular. Adjacent just means where they lie, where they sit. Here's a link where you can see more about adjacent. Pause me and finish up note card 124. All right, now let's look at note card 125, a linear pair. Two angles that are adjacent and supplementary, those are a linear pair. So they're adjacent, meaning they share that common side, but they also have to add up to 180, okay? So right here, angle 1 and angle 2 are a linear pair because they are adjacent, so they're right next to each other, and they make up a straight line. They add to 180. Over here, this angle, angle ADC, and angle BDC are also a linear pair because they are adjacent and they are supplementary. They add to 180. Again, here is a site for you to go see some more about this, and go ahead and finish up note card 125.